Dear students, thank you for joining with me at this midnight, I can say. However, as we are facing a very terrible situation, we have to perform this class in this way. We have to take the class in this way. So, if you feel any kinds of disturbance, please don't mind or forgive us. However, let's start. Do you see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, we can see you, skin. We
Okay,
can
thank you.
start.
Do you see the man?
Yes, sir.
Who is he? Actually, can anyone tell me? Who is he? Can you respond? Can you answer who is he actually? He is none but Charles Dickens, a great novelist. Who is he? That means he is Charles Dickens. And today we are going to learn about him.
Charles Dickens, right?
Right, Charles Dickens. What is written here? Do you see? What is written? Do you see my screen?
Charles Dickens, how his views on politics and socialism are reflected on his writings.
This one is Charles Dickens. Okay, I have underlined Charles Dickens. And today we are going to learn about how his views on politics. In my last class, I talked about the Victorian age, and that very Victorian
Alright.
age was the rising of democracy and rising real politics. Okay, that's why today we are going for details. Do you know? You know the meaning of politics, but do you know the meaning of socialism? Socialism.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by socialism?
Yes, sir, I know.
Okay, can you?
In For me, socialism is such a system in where a branch of human or group of human people were live together and try to help each other in
Equally,
any task.
equally. That means all the people get similar benefit from the state
Society.
or from the country or from the government. That means these very politics and socialism is our today's topic.
Yes.
And this political situation and socialistic situation are reflected in his writings. That means in his works. Can anyone tell me what type of writer was Charles Dickens?
Uh, for me, uh, in the view of A Tale of Two Cities, basically Charles Dickens is based on uh, women education as well as uh, social advancement and technological advancement, like
Okay,
those type of sector he has focused a lot more.
okay, thank you. But he was a novelist. He was a
Novelist, right?
novel,
Novelist of Victorian era.
yes, of Victorian age. That means he used to write novel. He used to write essays, and there is a similarity between novels and essays. You know, he used to write short stories. Why did he wrote such type of novels, essays, and short stories? To bring light, social injustice against the poor, to bring to bring to bring to light social injustice.
Injustice.
That means social injustice has been reflected in his writing. What has been highlighted in his writings? Social injustice against the poor. That means at that time, at Dickens's time, the poor, please mute your phone. Please mute your microphone. Against the poor, there were social injustice. That means the poor were unduly punished by the aristocratic or by the rich people. If you judge according to A Tale of Two Cities, you will see the lower class people revolted against the aristocratic people, and they won in this revolution and took power. But you have to know why Charles Dickens was talking in favor of the poor. How he picturized, or how did he picturize the poor people's lifestyle? It was possible for Charles Dickens because Charles Dickens himself was very poor. He was not from an aristocratic family. He was from a very poor family. His father was very poor. Even he had to struggle throughout his life. First of all, when he was a child, he used to work in a workshop. Do you get what I say? Maruf? Charles Dickens was a poor man. That's why he could understand the feelings of the poor. And at that Victorian age, the rich people used to exploit the poor. Got it?
Yes, sir. Got
Okay,
it.
Yes, sir.
but you know one thing, why Charles Dickens was a novelist? Why did he become a novelist? In Romantic age, he became a novelist. How? In Romantic age, or prior to Victorian age, people used to write drama. Drama and poetry was very popular at Charles Dickens' age. Okay, but Charles
Okay, sir.
Dickens started writing a new kind of writing, that is novel. And you know what is novel? Novel is a narration of a story described or narrated by the writer, while a drama is narrated by the characters. Okay, so this very novel incepted or has been started in Victorian age by the hand of Charles Dickens,
Charles Dickens.
and it became very popular. Okay, through his writing, Dickens also reflected on the extent and impact of poverty on the society in this period. What did he do in this? What did he do in his writings? He showed the impact of poverty, the consequences, the result of poverty he showed on the society when in this period. Okay, through his reflections, Dickens presented powerful social and political views criticizing the race and the state. Whom did Charles Dickens criticize or rebuked? Whom did? You can answer.
Rich people.
Yes,
Rich people and the state.
yes, the rich people and the state. State means the government. He criticized the
Yes.
rich people and the government.
Rich people and the government.
Okay, and it has been reflected in his writings. Where?
In his writing.
That means
In his novel.
he criticized, yes, in his novel. He criticized the government and the rich people through his novel and arguing out the cause of the poor and why the poor revolted against them. He showed his argument. Clear? In A Tale of Two
Yes,
Cities, we see that the feelings of poor people has been depicted very clearly. Okay, the early life of Dickens. Now we are going to learn something about Charles Dickens. Dickens was born in February. February means, do you know the exact date? You may have this question in Viva, in your Viva exam. 7th, 7th February. When?
7.
7th February
7th February
1912.
11 February.
1912. No, 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 no. There's a mistake. Not 1912.
Yes, 1812.
1812. Right.
Which date, sir? Which date?
7th February
Uh,
1812.
7th February 1812.
1812. Okay,
Not
thank you.
19. This is 18. 1812. Okay. This
Yes,
is
sir.
1812. Where in Portsmouth?
1800. Yes, yes.
Yes, in England. To a middle social class. That means he was born in a social class or middle class family that influenced much on his work later in life. As he was born in a middle class family, so the reflections of middle class family has been evident in his writings. Clear? Not
Writing,
the
exactly,
picture-
exactly, very much.
Right. Not the picture of the rich people, the picture of poor people and the picture of middle class family have been reflected in his writings. Clear? Dickens's
Yes, sir, very
literary
much
career,
clear.
yes, Dickens's literary career began by writing for monthly magazine. Okay, how did he came in writing in this how did he come in this profession of writing? At first,
Writing for
Dickens'
monthly magazine.
literary career began writing monthly magazine and London Evening Chronicle when he was wrote
Chronicle. Okay, listen.
sketches of Boz.
Okay, listen. When he was from a poor family. His father was a clerk. His father borrowed some money from a person. Okay, but he couldn't repay the money in due time. That's why his father was arrested. Okay, and Charles Dickens were 8 siblings. There were 8 siblings. Clear? They have 8. They were 8 brothers and sisters. That means they were very poor. When his father was arrested, Charles Dickens was very 11 years old. That means he was a child. But to run his family, he had to work in a workshop. Later on, he joined in a magazine company where he used to draw pictures, where he used to he worked as a typewriter, shorthand writer. Okay, but his drawing picture and his shorthand writing became very popular. He was being invited by so many institutions. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Later on, he started depicting a thing through writing, and that's the writing became very popular. Okay, so here you see monthly magazine at London Evening Chronicle. So he was working here. He was working here. Clear? When he wrote
London.
Sketches of Boz, where he yeah, used to work as a sketcher. Do you know the sketch? Sketch means like this, like this.
আঁকাআঁকি করা yes
Aka,
sir
right. That is a sketch.
Yes, I know, sir.
This is this is this is a sketch. Clear? So he
It's not a drawing, sir. It's not a drawing, but
It's not-
outline created.
exactly
Outline
it's not a
created.
drawing. It's not a drawing, but outline created. Good. Patient.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay.
Thanks.
The writer also wrote parliamentary debates. Later on, he started writing parliamentary debates. It's a huge task. And feature articles based on his experience and observations in the parliament. What he observed in the parliament, he used to write articles and he used to write-
Parliamentary debates he observed.
yes, he observed parliamentary debates. Sometimes he wrote parliamentary debates, and accordingly, he wrote some articles regarding these debates. In his work, Dickens largely reflected the political. What did he reflect in his writings? Political, economic,
Economic and
economic
and
Economic
social
and
aspect.
social aspects.
and social aspects of the society comprising of the poor. Peasants. Peasants means the villagers, workers, landlords,
pleasure
the rich, and the state. That means politics, economics, social aspects of society, poor people, peasants, workers, landlords, the rich, and the state. These things were the components of society. Clear?
sir what is landlord
Landlord means jomidar,
জমিদার
Rich.
জমিদার
rich people. Okay.
yes sir
Okay. Now the social background of Dickens's literature. What was the social background of Dickens's literature? We are going to learn it now. Dickens wrote in the 19th century England. Okay. That was characterized by an oppressed poor masses with few rights. The poor people had few rights. The poor people didn't have much rights. Okay.
few
They were
rights.
suppressed. They were being exploited. And Dickens started writing in favor of the poor people.
Poor.
Yes. The society had an oppressive bureaucracy whose machinations made the life for the poor almost unbearable. And Dickens provided information reflecting injustice of the system and resulting exploitation of the poor. Okay. What I told you before, the social injustice and the exploitation of the poor, okay, was the main target of his writing. Clear?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Through serialized stories such as sketches of both PP paper published on the morning. Please mute your microphone. Please mute your microphone. Okay, Pickwick paper published on the Morning Chronicle. Dickens made known the suffering of the poor using a quick wit and significant initiativeness about their life. That means in his writing, what elements or figure of speech? Charles?
Wit and significant.
Wit. He used wit and humor. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very much clear.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Fine. And do you see a picture here?
Sir.
yes
Yes,
sir
sir.
This is here
a
written
tale of two cities
A Tale of Two Cities, Charles Dickens.
Dickens
Dickens.
That means this is the first
Yes.
publication of the book. I have collected the image for you. Okay. This is the first publication.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a question for you. How much money to brought this book?
Sorry.
How much money needed to brought this book?
I don't know whether you will get it or not. And you see a picture from Italy. Picture, what has been done here? I think there is a technical.
Yes, sir.
Pictures from Italy. This is, you must remember the name of this book written by Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens.
I think there is a technical problem in my phone. Okay. So, Pictures from Italy is another novel written by Charles Dickens. Okay. Here you see Christmas Carol, which was published in 1800. You see
43.
1843. This very book was published in 1843. This is a Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Yes. Okay. The Battle of Life. The Battle of Life is another novel written by
Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens. Okay, Bleak House. This is Bleak House.
Black House.
Not black. This is Bleak House. Bleak House.
Bleak House.
Bleak House.
Bleak House means, sir, Bleak House means.
Actually it's a name of a book. Okay. You will search. You will, it's your homework. You will search the meaning of bleak. B-L-E-A-K. Clear?
Bleak House.
Okay, sir.
Nicholas Nickleby
Nicholas Nickleby. Charles
another-
Dickens.
is another book of Charles Dickens. Hard Times. You just try to remember the
Hard
name of the
Times.
book. Do you know how many books did he write? As many as 20 books, 20 novels.
20 novels.
Yes, he he wrote as many as 20 novels. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Sir, I have a question. Charles Dickens don't write any other branches of the literature. Only he wrote down in the field of novel.
Only he wrote novels and novella. Novella is smaller than novels. Okay. Here you see one thing,
No.
that is Lekho.
He's a novelist.
He is a novelist. Okay. And this, he was the writer. What type of book? This is about a tale of two.
Two cities.
Okay. I am giving information here about a book called A Tale of Two Cities. Clear? The
Yes.
Yes, sir. Very much clear.
Harold Knight Brown was the drew the picture of his book. Okay, and this very book was published in where? In United Kingdom. The language of the book was English. This very A Tale of Two Cities was being published. Okay, Abdullah, raise your hand. Can you say anything, Abdullah? Do you have any question? Okay, this very book started publishing 30th April.
April
Here, 1895, 1859. But it was finished in 26 November 1859.
59.
Most probably as many as 31 most probably as many as 31 segments of this book. Okay, later on this 31 chapters became a novel. Clear?
Yes, sir.
I think
Yes, sir. Clear.
Maruf is over. And what type
No,
of
sir. I'm here, sir.
what type of writing it is? It was a novel. Clear? It was a
Novel.
novel. And who was the publisher? London.
The publisher,
Chapman and Hill.
London.
Chapman and Hill.
Chapman and Hill.
Chapman and Hill. Chapman and Hill.
Published in 1859.
59.
Please
59.
mute your microphone. Media, and it was printed. Okay, not visual media. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Do you see the Pickwick papers? And it was published in 1800,
Yes, sir.
1836.
Yes.
1836. Through these Pickwick papers, he became very famous. Okay, it is a satire, and he used wit and humor in these Pickwick papers. Okay, in 1841, he published another book, that is The Old Curiosity Shop. Old Curiosity Shop. The Old Curiosity Shop is the story of Nell Trent,
Stood up. Nil
a sweet young girl who lives with her grandmother and works at the titular shop. Works.
So
That
what is
means
titular shop?
titulars, you will look for the word in the dictionary and you will find it out. Titular. Okay. You must go through the dictionary. I will not tell. Okay.
Okay.
Learn by yourself. It will help you. Okay. Works. You see here works. That means here also he has depicted, he has described the life of the workers. The life of the workers. That means the poor people. Clear? And his another famous novel is Great Expectations, Oliver Twist, Hunted Down, Our Mutual Friend, David Copperfield. David Copperfield, and it was published in 1850. It was very much famous. It was a very famous novel. Okay, now you must know the writing style of Charles Dickens. Okay, it's very important. Try to concentrate your mind here. In bringing out the snobbery of the aristocracy and the oppression of the poor, the author used the satire. Okay, here we have got one characteristics of his writings. He wrote against the aristocratic people and in favor of the poor people. Clear? And through his writing, what did he use? First of all,
satire.
First of all, I told you wit. Okay.
Yes.
Now we have got another his writing style that is satire.
And that is satire.
Okay. So you at home you will know what is called wit and what is called satire. You must read it out. Okay. Dickens uses fantasy and realism. What did he use? He used fantasy and realism. What do you mean by fantasy? Can you answer? What do you mean by fantasy? Highly imaginative, which has no relationship with the practical life, with the reality. Okay, but he has
Fantasy Kingdom.
Yes, fantasy kingdom and imaginative kingdom. Realism. That means he used imagination. At the same time, he used realism.
The realism.
How? We are blending with through satire or with a satirical overriding style that formed his style. Okay? Through satire, he used fantasy and realism. Further, irony. That means in his writings, we will have irony. Do you know what's irony? Do you know what is irony? You must know these things.
I would know. Yes, sir.
Irony means, suppose I am telling you, Alamin, I will expel you from my class. Clear? Tomorrow,
Yes.
we would see that Alamin has expelled me from class or someone else has expelled me from this class. But I boosted against Alamin. I will expel you. But later on, I was expelled. or I would be expelled. That is called the irony.
irony মানে বিদ্রূপ করা
No, bidrup is satire. Irony is
okay
to happen the reverse thing. Clear?
What I say exactly opposite happened in case of me.
Yes, yes. Wit means using the intellectual power to make us think funny. Clear? Satire means bidrup.
okay
Satire means bidrup. Suppose Gulliver's Travels, the miniature, the little people, okay, were involved in the brutality of politics or so many bad things. But Jonathan Swift has described these things through adventure or in a funny way. But those who are corrupted, they get the real message from this adventurous story. Okay, that is a satire. To teach a society in another way or in different way, that is called satire. Clear? With
Yes, sir.
satire and irony he used formed in a significant part of bringing to light arguments and showing anger at the oppression. Okay, presented in weekly, monthly installments, the works were affordable, accessible, and regular for all, making his contemporary more profound. However, that means he used wit, satire in his writings. Social commentary. Dickens concentrated on performing one of the most profound 19th century social commentaries, denouncing poverty. He rebuked poverty and social stratification using works such as Oliver Twist and Hard Times. That means in these two novels, Oliver Twist and Hard Times, what did he do? He showed the denouncement of poverty and social stratification. However, I told you he used wit, satire,
irony
and irony. Okay? You have to find out what satire, what wit did he use in his writings, in his novel, Tale of Two Cities. If you have read A Tale of Two Cities, you will see that the very novel starts with a sentence. What type of sentence? That is, it is the worst of time and it is the best of time. Most probably there are such type of sentence. This is a use of wit. Clear? And how is it satire? He showed the tyranny or oppression of the aristocratic society of France. Okay, but as he was an English writer, he tried to satirize the same condition in his country of England, because the aristocratic people of England started exploiting whom?
The poor people.
Okay, and what irony do you find in A Tale of Two Cities?
The opposite happened against.
Yes, I'm going to show you the irony. When one of the aristocratic lords ran over a boy. Can you remember? Ran over a boy. That means the boy or the child was killed by his car, horse-driven car. Clear? But what happened later? Later on, we see that these very aristocratic people was killed by the hand of these very poor people. Okay, that means it was irony.
It is one kind of irony.
Yes, one kind of irony. Okay, through social commentary, He brought up a strong case of poverty, crime, misfortunes of being poor. That means the misfortunes of poor, the crime of poor, the poverty has been evident in his have been evident in his writings. A bleak economic system, treatment of the poor, how the rich people treated the poor people, and condemnation of inconsiderate public institutions. Okay. Political views of Dickens. That means what type of literary figure he used in his writings, we have learned it. Now we are going to learn the political views of Dickens. What are the political view of Dickens? Dickens's political message was on progress. Okay, progress. What type of progress? Political progress. He showed the progress of democracy in his time. Okay, he showed the political message of liberty. People started liberating themselves from the classes of socialism, from the classes of what?
Socialism.
Socialism, and from the classes of the aristocratic people, the rich people. He showed the political improvement. He showed the equality expressed as part of social reformation and criticism. Okay. He pointed out the flaws of greed for money and criticized the neglect of the poor, such as through the book Oliver Twist. In this novel Oliver Twist, he showed and criticized the negligence to the poor people. He shows the life of a poor boy through a picture of a poor boy. He has showed these things. He has shown these things. Who from his birth suffers misfortune and misery at the hands of people only willing to use the poor as a means to an end, riches. The poor people were just an instrument, of the rich people. In his political expression, Dickens shows his outrage at the leadership for allowing degradation and criticizes the poor laws and dictated public charity. However, the poor people didn't have any political right at that moment. But in Dickens's time, yes, in Dickens's time, the poor people started liberating themselves. They're getting freedom. They're getting for voting. They're involving in politics. How? Making a trade union. Okay, I think Alamin, you want to say something? Do you want to say something? Yes.
Yes, sir. Overall, out and out, Dickens basically in his every novel, like Oliver Twist and lots of other novel, he depend poor people, and which is described as like a flaw of greed of money of rich people, and he also described a poor boy life, which is very much commanding for all of us.
Right, you are. Okay, political views continues. However, there is nothing important here. The focus of the book through the book Oliver Twist he has described here. No, we are not taking this part. Political view going further. Dickens disapprove of the workshop policy as Oliver. Okay, we don't need it. The political views continued. In additional to institutional criticism, Dickens denounces the goodness, denounces the Christian virtue of the middle class, bureaucrats, and subject to the poor. No, it is not needed for our tale of Thucydides. Socialistic views of Dickens. Okay. Okay, now let's. What are the social view or socialistic views of Dickens? Clear? In addition to political sentiments, few minutes ago we learned Dickens's political sentiments. Now, Dickens offers socialistic ideologies by providing insight into social reforms, such as in the book A Christmas Carol. In the Christmas Carol, Dickens showed what? Social reforms. What did he show? He showed social reforms.
Social reforms.
Reforms. Where did he show this? He showed this in his
Christmas Carol.
carols. That means he was a we can say Charles Dickens as a social reformist. Clear? Okay, this Dickens shows that the society should recognize the plight of the poor. You will know the meaning of plight. It's a homework. The plight of the poor and contribute towards treating them more humanly. Dickens wanted to show the
What?
grievance or sufferings of the poor people and
Recognize them as a human.
yes, no, not like that. Actually, and he suggested the aristocratic people, the rich people, to treat people, poor people, humanly. Okay, humanly. He suggested to, the poor people humanly, but the rich people were used to treating them humanly. That means unhumanly. Clear? Okay. Scrooge is a character of Christmas Carol. Embodies the prosperous English classes that see the poor as nothing and who think their responsibility towards helping others ends with paying taxes. However, here he has described these things through this novel, Christmas Carol. We don't need it. Okay, we have come to an end for today's class. Charles Dickens represents 19th century writers. What did Charles Dickens represent? You must remember it.
19th century writers.
19th century writers concerned about
Right.
the plight of the poor. That means of that time, the writer were very much worried about the sufferings of the poor. Okay, and Charles Dickens took his pain to write against this oppression. The defenseless and the weak of the society, and devotes his work towards calling the society and the state to change their approach and attitude towards these people. Okay, they wanted to, or mainly Charles Dickens wanted to reform the society and wanted to teach the people to change your behavior towards the poor, be human towards the poor. He brings to light the political and economic. He brings to light the political and economic oppressions suffered by the poor. I told you before that poor didn't have political right. Even they were the working class only. They didn't have economic emancipation. They were not free economically. Okay. And builds towards a case of making their life better through changes in the political and economic institutions. Making political and economic institutions better, okay, they can change their lives. They can take their lives in a better position using cases such as Oliver Twist and Jayuk. However, this is a reference from other books. So, can you tell me what type of writer was Charles Dickens?
Charles Dickens was novelist.
Was
novelist.
novelist.
Uh, how many novels did he write?
20.
20.
As many as
Sorry.
20. Can you mention some of them?
A poor boy, a life of poor boy, and a twist of, sorry, forget it. A Tale of Two
Blake.
Cities.
Tell out to this then.
Blake Knight. Like,
Okay, you will read it at home. However, do you know when did this very novelist died? In
1859 or
1870 at the age
70.
of 58. 1870 at the age of 50, he died.
58.
And in his conjugal life, he was not so happy, and that's why in 1858 he was divorced. And because of this divorce, he became mentally sick. Okay, but recovering all these things, he started writing once again. Okay, and can you tell me what literary figures did he use in his writings?
yes, sir.
Yes. Wheat.
Irony, wit, and
Satire.
satire.
Okay, can you tell me? Can you tell me? What did I teach you? Can you tell me what was his political views, or what political views have been reflected through his writings? Political and social, and also economical. Yes.
Basically, there was a feature in those days about poor. They are in nowhere except working. But Dickens was only one in this time who come out and make his voice in favor of poor, and political view was very much clear to all of us, because when Charles Dickens written the novel of A Tale of Two Cities, in the meantime, poor people even have no right to vote, but he established all those things for poor and elected for their elected poor.
He didn't establish. He made a path to establish it.
Exactly. Right. He made a path for poor people to electing their government or electing their choice. In that
Okay.
case,
Thank you. Can you tell me one more thing? That is, why did he speak out in favor of the poor people?
yes, sir, because he
Because
belonged
he
from
born
middle
in a
class family or
family.
poor family.
Yes, as he was born in a as he was born in a poor family. That means he knew the lifestyle of the poor. That's why he was able to picturize.
Understand the pain of poor,
Right.
the injustice of poor.
Exactly, and he revolted against the rich people.
Yes.
If we analyze the story of Charles Dickens' Tale of Two Cities, we will find the same thing over there. Clear? Okay, thank you very much. This, because of all these things we have learned today, I think it is fruitful for you. And see you next time.